What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be about Warzone duos. I see a lot of people making Warzone solo tip videos and general Warzone videos, but I don't see too many people talking about what is, in my opinion, the best mode in Warzone, which is duos. And I feel like in this gameplay that I got with Expel, we ran into a lot of situations where we made some really good plays, and then there's some plays where we made some mistakes. Some situations where we got lucky, and I kind of wanted to break down the gameplay and show you good strategies, good tips on what to do in similar type of situations, certain rotations, certain gunfights to engage in, positions of advantage and disadvantage, and how having chemistry with your teammate is very, very important. And so we're gonna break all that down, but before we get into all of that, can you guys do me a big favor and smash that like button, and also subscribe to the channel, man, so you don't miss any of the upcoming tips, tricks, content, gameplay, class setup, loadout, breakdown, you name it, zombies, everything regarding Modern Warfare, Warzone, and Black Ops Cold War. So stick around for all of that, and let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay. All right, so main Expel split land. I go for a gun real quick. Unfortunately, I get a sniper, and I see that two enemies are challenging him right now, so I make a quick decision to full send to help, rather than leave him in a 2v1 that he might not win.
Oh, fuck.
I got him. Oh, I had a good trade here. I managed to knock an enemy before he can get the full kill. Now I'm listening. Now I'm trying to pay attention. I'm like, where's the other enemy? Is he challenged? Does he have a gun? I start reviving. I hear some footsteps, so I jump off the revive immediately. I'm going for an ambush. I'm thinking I'm going to go for a melee if the guy comes through the door. Unlucky. Unlucky if he does. But I'm able to get this revive off, and then I'm starting to think what the plan is here. X doesn't have plates, so I let X bait the shots, and I go through and ambush the guy. He never saw it coming. It was a really good bait and switch. In duos, it's really important to make sure you have those trades, especially in 2v1 situations, to be able to let your teammate draw the fire and you to be able to take the rest of the gunfight. In those situations, it works out a lot more often than not. Oh, white, the building.
Yeah, I thought you saw that.
Nope.
That's my bad on the call, bro.
No, you're good. He is literally right there and won't pick me anymore. What a dick. As soon as I pull out the sniper, he's... All right, so one thing I'm doing wrong here is I rotated out in the open.
Yeah?
I got lucky that that guy on the rooftop didn't have enough time to get the shots off that he needed, but you should never just stand in the open here. I'm just distracting him since you're in there. I throw a smoke and have them look out into the distance waiting for a push. I managed to hit really good shots and buy some time for X. I'm anticipating he's going to win his 1v1 up here, so that's why I stopped to grab a gun. But if he didn't, I would have a weapon to be able to help him better.
I'm dropping your plate.
Notice too, we're making call outs. Every single person we see landing, every single person that starts pushing, we're calling it out and let each other know. In the stairwell. I never grabbed that plate. Damn it.
I grabbed it.
Cool. So here, I know I have no plates and he has a plate. I'm hoping to get the guy weak and take all of the fire and the damage here and let X ambush him. Saw a trophy. I take advantage of it real quick and drop it so we don't get naded or stunned. I put a couple shots, make the guy think I'm to the left.
Oh no.
X baits with the shotgun. Oh, shotgun.
It's my shotgun.
I swap weapons here.
Chance you get shot from behind.
Yep. Unlucky, I'm getting shot from the opposite roof. So I lay down here and I'm doing the same thing. I'm waiting for them to come peek. He opens the door, so I just start pre-firing. Got him one shot. That's my only option here is pre-firing. I managed to knock one when they tried to bait and switch me. The other one should have been right there. X came back up. He had doorway.
I have no idea what's going on.
He's got to be in that bedroom. Yeah. I let him move up since he has the armor plate. He got him weak, and I managed to get the kill.
Down? He probably had self, dude.
Okay.
What up, bear pig? You thick daddy big.
Just watch this window right here. Somebody was sniping through that. Again, being there to have those trades and bait and switch with your teammate is very, very important in duos. If you're not getting the duo wipe yourself, and you do have your boy there, it's always a great play to be able to have that trade that way.
I'm dropping a plate.
So we're common. We're paying attention to each other's needs. We're dropping plates for each other and you know, calling out weapons and position, enemy, everything. Just communicating everything and just paying attention to what we got going on.
They're close. They're close. They're close. Getting inside.
All right. So here, X called out a guy. I ended up getting some shots, breaking his armor, and now I'm going for the high ground, hoping X can cover.
Nice.
It worked out in my favor that guy didn't ambush me, or that it wasn't two.
What the fuck in my ear, and you just walked through.
Dude, I'm sorry, bro. I had an angle and I broke him, bro. I had to do it.
You scared me so bad, bro.
Damn, X. Nasty. Going super? Ooh, all right. Aggressive. So X is sending it to super. I would normally never run through the open here to push super store. There's a lot of campers, a lot of people ambushing late game and mid game. But that's what he wanted to do. So I go ahead and I follow him up. I'm trying to have his, you know, have his 6. Be near him in case something happens. Fortunately, we don't get ambushed here, and we are all alone. So it worked out.
They're on PlayStation. Oh, yeah, right over here. Oh my God, the tag.
All right, so X makes a call out. He doesn't take any shots, which is perfect. You never want to take the shots when you don't have the trade. You don't have the ability to get the kill. I see he's going left, so I go wide right. I managed to get the down for him.
Oh, there's a guy behind me. What? It's 2 teams in the same gas station.
X was able to kill that other guy who was shooting at me, but I was also getting shots from my back and my right side.
You think?
Unlucky. X isn't finding the other guy
Of the 2 teams?
and he found him when he got down right there. He's popping his self-revive. Unfortunately, I lose my gulag. But it was really funny. He was like, how sure are you that there's somebody else? Immediately goes down.
I'm shaking trying to hold my magnum, bro.
You're just going to watch me eat that burrito. So X is taking some high ground here. He's listening for footsteps, trying to find out where this guy is. He has a heartbeat, so he jumps down on him, beams him. The other guy's clueless. He had no shot. It was a good fight.
That was mean.
Very lucky for us that X had a self-revive and was able to get it off before having to re-engage this other guy.
I'm good. I got 4 now. You got guys on you or what?
All right, so I got a little separated from X here, but I grab a car. I'm able to close the distance.
Ghost.
He went for a loadout.
They C4'd it.
Notice here, when I pull up to this loadout, I hop out. I'm listening. I'm looking at the rooftop. I'm looking around. I'm looking at airport. I'm trying to get information before I go to the loadout. Most people just go straight to their loadout. They don't pay attention, and they ended up getting caught. So I at least made sure I had a couple seconds to be able to hit it.
Who's this car, dude? Yo, they're buying back right here. Straight ahead, blatantly obvious that you already know, and that's why you're driving this way, but I'm calling it out regardless to make it seem like I'm aware.
All right, X makes a crazy play right here. He full sends and jumps straight in here with no information of where they're at. That's absolutely crazy. Luckily, he was able to get his knock right away.
No, he did not.
Oh.
And he just lets me get the kill there. As I was just over moving and just not hitting shots.
I had like 12 bullets, so I was trying to take my time and actually hit.
Oh, that's my bad, dude. I look. If he killed you right there, you deserved it. That's all I was saying.
You were gonna let him full kill. You were gonna teabag me with him.
All right, so we know we have enemies here on the rooftops. I'm holding an angle real quick, putting just some random shots, giving Expel an opportunity to move up a little bit and cross. And I'm gonna follow him up right away. We're gonna go for some high ground here and see if we can get an angle on the enemy.
I found that whenever I take melatonin and I go to bed, I drain.
Really? Like vivid?
Like so unbelievably vivid.
All right, so X started putting shots. So first thing I did, instead of just coming up and looking and trying to figure out and then take my time and aim, I just start pre-firing. I just start trying to match the angle that he has, and I start putting shots there. If he didn't end up getting the knock on the guy, I was hoping to at least get a shot or two, get him a little weaker, so when we push, we'll be set. And also, I'm doing that to add pressure so nobody decides to shoot back at him.
No way.
That's kind of toxic.
Quit the game.
Oh, zone just pushed this way. That's a yikes.
Is that a guy? Is that a guy right there?
I can't tell. I don't have an
No,
angle.
it's a chair. It's a chair. It's a chair.
All right, so we peeked the zone real quick, and we noticed that there's
Like
just a few buildings on the
99%
edge of Boneyard and just outside Boneyard. We noticed that most of the circle is in the mountains on the edge of zone. This is a very common zone, and we decide that we're going to rotate up into the mountains. Right here, this is a weird situation here. I think that if we could do this again, we wouldn't have put shots on these guys. We didn't, you know, want to give away our position before we rotate through the open to get up there to chow them. We should have just spotted them and then rotated in. X kind of let them know exactly where we are by taking those shots when he wasn't able to get the down. So that's a big thing that people in Warzone need to do more is just know that you shouldn't chow if you don't have the opportunity to get the down. If you know for sure you're not going to get the knock, don't shoot. And sometimes if you're far enough that you know you're not going to get a full kill or get the team wipe, sometimes it's not even worth going for the down. It's better to take position and set yourself up to go for them. We got lucky here that they rotated above us and kind of really didn't pay too much attention to us. They were trying to hide and stay away from fighting.
I'm not hitting
But
until we get up top because they are just
if it was a more aggressive, a better skilled team, they would have already had us cut off and ready.
a daddy pushed.
So we both daddy push. I had less information on where they were. I didn't realize two were in those two ditches there. And I managed to snap on target at the last second and break the guy, make it easy for X to get both of them. Just an easy flick to wipe both. But again, we got very lucky there. Just pushing guys who are hiding up in the back of the mountain is a little risky, especially with little information. But it ended up working out in our favor here because he was able to have the cross and have the trade. You'll notice a lot in our gunfights, he's going left and I'm going right, or I'm going right and he's going left, and we're crisscrossing. Makes it really hard for two enemies to be focusing shots on people when they have to go from left to right to left to right.
What is that?
All right, so we spot him.
I'm not shooting. I'm not
Here
shooting.
we are. We're disciplined with our trigger. We're not taking shots yet.
I'm in a bad open position. Peeks me. Fuck. Yep. Fuck.
The worst
His teammate spotted me.
in the world, bro.
I managed to use movement and get a little lucky that I was able to get to some cover right away. Just being aware of my surroundings. I see Eggs is putting shots now. I gave him the opportunity to put some shots by me baiting the fire more or less. As soon as he went down, pay attention to this. I immediately started throwing my Semtex on X and then putting fire. Even if I didn't see the enemy, I just started throwing it, putting pressure, dropping explosives on him, giving him all the time
That's what I'm talking about.
in the world.
He's like, I don't know where he's at. I don't need shots on him. I just need shots.
Yeah, and X is telling me that I'm just better than Rara. Rara doesn't put shots like that when he needs to. I'm just a little bit better. I just read the play.
The flip.
It's for you, Rara.
They did buy back as well.
So X is here taking some crazy shots again.
I got shot from behind. North. 25 degrees.
And another team just started shooting at us. So we're making sure we're giving each other clear comms. We're like, all right, we're starting to take note of where teams are. We got a team here on the backside of zone. We got another team in the building. We saw a guy dropping into the right. We're starting to make a mental radar, a mental map in our head of where all of the teams are, so we can make our rotations and our predictions on how we're going to fight these last few gunfights.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm pushing the edge right here.
I got you.
I noticed he pushed this right side of the ridge, so I'm going to go up left and make sure that if somebody's right on the edge, up at the top left, they don't have an easy knock on him.
Where?
This tree right here. I'm getting shot different sides. Son of a bitch.
Back up to this ridge.
I can't. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down. Oh my
I got shots on him. I broke one.
That's what I'm talking about.
You'll notice as soon as those snipers started cracking him from the right side, I didn't overextend and make sure that we both get down in the open. I took cover, and then I was able to jump chow and get the shots on the guys that he needed me to. As soon as X was able to focus them and he was closer to that side, I'm making sure we're not getting rotated on in the back here. I let off that fight for a second, let X get his wipe, and I'm just making sure we're not getting flanked. X ended up spotting these guys, so we're putting team shots. They have the pressure of zone. We're not overextending or going too far in the open to get these kills. I managed to get one here. We're looking for another one. X thinks he's rotating up because that would be the play that we would make. Unfortunately, for the other enemy, he didn't make that play. He went down low. We spotted and double chowed. Got the kill. Easy claps.
He's got UAV. I'm popping.
I'm going to have to drop munitions. I got to drop munitions. Hold on. Wait, play your life. I'm out of ammo.
He died anyway.
We gotta
Did
rotate
you drop
inward.
munitions?
Yeah, I did on this ridge right here.
All right, see, we're calling out rotations.
I didn't work
We're
it.
letting each other know
rotating
where
up
we can
we're on top of
resupply. We're rotating back up to the top. We're getting the pinch side, and we're going
mad.
through the
4
area that
teams,
we've already
5
cleared
enemies,
out, where
a lot
we
of
know
solos.
that there's highly unlikely
Pussies.
that there would be an enemy right here where we're rotating through these ridges
Sorry.
because we just cleared it all out.
Hey, I mean,
Hey,
So we're
I
doing
rotated
this,
out,
and
yeah,
we're
it
looking to
is-
get information on where the enemies were. With that UAV, X was
I'm
able to
on
mark a
dragging,
team that was straight out in front of us.
Get us both the video, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're just focusing on figuring out where the rest of the teams are and getting easy wins. We know that there's
I will never stand in a straight line with somebody.
There's 2 more teams now that X just wiped that one solo.
Too easy. I'm predicting somebody down there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Based
you're
on the
right.
information from what we were talking about earlier, where
aware.
people were coming in from,
Please don't.
I predicted that there was guys there. We know that there's pretty much for sure somebody there. We're looking for the one team that was in the building that rotated it
I
up.
don't have them on.
Oh yeah.
heart.
So I ended up catching them as they rotated,
On those
put some
rocks.
shots.
Left
That's
rock and
such
right
a
rock.
yikes.
Unfortunately,
That's such
they
a
had
yikes.
snipers and they have a really good head glitch there. So we decided to back up instead of heavy ego challenge and just, you know, using all our resources and breaking all our plates. We find out where the other team is and see if we can wipe them first. And what you're going to notice is we're going to do like a patrol left, right, and we're going to try to keep eyes on both teams throughout.
On the rock,
X was getting beamed here, so I jumped to start putting some shots. Unfortunately, that guy had a riot shield.
Back up, back up, back up.
Oh my god, I'm getting shreked.
Yep.
Watch that
I was
lever
letting
push.
him know to back up because I had his cross. If they pushed, I was going to be there.
Right here.
Calling out, so now we know exactly where both teams are. They're relatively close. We're waiting for them to start fighting
Watch your
here.
shoulders.
I don't know what to do right now, dude.
Patient. Patient.
I got
That's-
sniped. No, fuck.
Yeah. There's not much.
GG's.
So right here, I'm not overextending in front of the snipers. I'm just giving X an opportunity to move. I'm letting the other teams fight it out instead of chowing either way. I know I have just enough time to get a res off and to start covering him. The other enemies are still below the rock, so I'm going to peek right side and figure out where our guys are here. I see he has a riot shield. I took some shots. Unfortunately, couldn't hit him. I didn't realize his teammate was right behind his riot shield. That was a really good play on their end. I was a little overextended there instead of head glitching the ridge. Luckily enough, I was able to get over the other side to get rezzed.
Wait, 2v2? On riot shield?
They wiped down there between the 2 teams, so now I know
They're pushing.
we're in a 2v2. X had knocked one when I went down, so it worked out. He's covering while I played up and grabbed plates.
Bro. Don't you go.
Here's a key thing right here that we're going to talk about. We both got stunned. He swung left. I had to swing up and right to get an angle here to wipe the 2 guys. So X had knocked somebody. He rezzed me. Let's break it down. I got knocked. X traded my trade. We got 1 down on each team, right? He goes for the res on me. The enemy goes for the res there. And they immediately start throwing stuns. While we're plating up, they're working on pushing us because they're like, we got it down. We got it down. They decide to rotate uphill, which is always a bad play here. Zone was favoring them. If you notice, look at where the zone is right here. Look at where the zone is pushing down to them. We were going to have to get off the high ground and come straight through the open for them. And instead of being patient and holding their trees and their rocks in their cover, plating up and waiting for the easy beams on us, they decided to push us thinking that one of us were still down or that we were going to be too weak to fight. They threw the stuns here. I barely got stunned while X had gotten full stunned. So I knew I had to back up and go right because he was already shifting left. I was already watching where he was moving and I knew I had to split the angles, and that was going to be the best chance that we had. Instead of 2 guys focusing one direction, they either had to be both very, very aware and split their fire, or they were going to focus on the one person who was more in the open, who was more fully stunned. And X even got some good shots and broke one of the guy's plates, and I was able to break down and full one and then get an easy kill on the other. So again, all of the tips kind of combined are don't take shots when you can't get a kill. Like if they're just across the map, don't take the shots on them. It's not worth it. It's not giving away your position to the entire map, and it's not gonna help you really at all, and it's gonna eliminate your element of surprise when pushing teams. Another tip, rotate the circle. You'll notice in this game, you never once saw us fighting in the zone. You never saw us with the pressure running from the zone. We're super close, we barely make it, or having to gas mask up. Not one time were we in the zone at all. We got to the next zone early as possible, and we rotated positions. We were looking for high ground, lots of head glitches, lots of cover. We were splitting up in our gunfights. That's another key thing that you need in duos, trios, quads, all of the other modes really, but especially in duos, is if you see your teammate going for an angle on the right, go for the angle on the left. Divide and conquer these teams, especially if you're confident that your teammate can win his one and that you can win your 1v1s. Also, another big tip, when your teammate goes down or when you go down, give them the information. Let them know, this is where I got down from. He's over here. Don't give calls like behind or in front. Give calls like northwest, or use your ping system. You got that up on the D-pad. Double tap when you're fighting people. Live ping as much as possible. That's very, very important for duos. Also, when you have an enemy down or when you're down, listen for the footsteps. Listen for the rotation. Pay attention. Know where the enemy teams are. Listen if they start fighting each other. There was a couple times there where X went down from getting sniped, and when I got downed over the ridge from challenging the guy with the riot shield, where he was able to evaluate and figure out, is this a safe time to revive? Do I just need to play my life? And I had to do the same when he went down. So it's all about just figuring out the timing and the rhythm that you have to have, whether or not you have to chow right away, whether or not you have to step off the revive like I did at the beginning of the game when X was down in the building. I jumped off the revive because I heard the footsteps, thought he was pushing. Then I went back for the revive. Then we did our double chow. When you're in 2v1s, don't go and be the hero and just go and just try to full send. Be there with your teammate, have the trades, do the bait and switches. Notice who's got more armor on. Let them start the gunfight and you finish it because you're the weaker one. Or sometimes if you're the one with no plates and you're just in a crappy situation, you just got to take the down or risk taking the down and let your teammate who have more plates finish the fight and pick you up or just save your life. So all of those tips combined are going to help you win in duos a lot more. It's definitely going to improve your game. Let me know down in the comments below what other tips you think I'm missing here. What other things do you think you would add to this? And smash that like button and subscribe, man. We're going to be doing a lot more tip videos, especially for Warzone, especially when Cold War comes out. There's going to be a lot more players coming, a lot more new things to learn, new mechanics, new engine, new map, all that type of stuff. And we're going to be covering it all here on the channel. So stick around for all of that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.